In this video, I'm going to show you a Salesforce LWC or Lightning Web Components guide where we'll explore the core concepts of LWC, its key benefits, and how to get started with building Lightning Web Components in 2024. Salesforce LWC is the modern approach to developing web apps on the Salesforce platform using the latest web standards. So first, what are the Lightning Web Components? Salesforce LWC are the next generation of web components used to build advanced and reusable components within Salesforce. LWC leverages modern JavaScript, HTML, and Web Components API to create a lightweight, efficient, and fast-performing user interface for Salesforce application. LWC enables developers to build components using a modern framework without relying heavily on Salesforce-specific coding languages, making it more approachable for developers with experience in web development using standard technologies. So why use LWC? So there are several reasons why LWC is a powerful choice for developers. First is for performance, familiar development model, reusability, and ease of integration. So now let's move on to the presentation. So in this presentation, we have this agenda. First is the introduction to Salesforce LWC. Next is understanding the basics, creating your first component, the key lifecycle hooks, the latest features and updates, the best practices and tips, the comparison with other frameworks, and common mistakes to avoid, and of course, real world application. So now this is the introduction to Salesforce LWC. So first, it is Salesforce integration. So it integrates with existing Salesforce data and service. Next is dynamic applications. So it empowers developers to create dynamic and interactive web applications. Another is modern framework. So Salesforce LWC provides a cutting edge framework for web development. Next is improved performance. LWC ensures faster load times and a smoother user experience. And other one is scalability. It's designed to handle increasing user demands without compromising speed. So understanding the basics. So the key concepts of Salesforce LWC is first enhanced rendering performance. So it's optimized for speed. LWC minimizes DOM updates, resulting in faster UI rendering. It also has reusability and encapsulation. The components can be reused across application, promoting efficiency and consistency. Another one is component-based architecture. So LWC organizes UI elements into reusable components, enhancing modularity. So in creating your first component, here are the steps. So first, you need to set up your Salesforce DX environment. So begin by configuring your Salesforce DX environment to ensure all tools and resources are ready for LWC development. Next is you want to create a new LWC folder and files. So establish a dedicated folder for your new Lightning Web component and generate the necessary files for organization. Next is you need to write HTML template for the UI. So develop the HTML template that will serve as the user interface for your LWC, ensuring it is intuitive and visually appealing. Next is you want to add your JavaScript for logic. So incorporate JavaScript to handle the component's logic, enabling interactivity and dynamic content management. And last, you can now deploy and test on the Salesforce platform. Next is the key life cycle hooks. So understanding the vital stages in Salesforce LWC component. So this is the life cycle. So first is the constructor. So initialize component properties in state here. Connected callback. So fetch data and set up event listeners when connected to the DOM. Next is rendered callback. Manage post-rendering tasks such as DOM manipulation and disconnected callback. So clean up tasks like removing event listeners when the component is removed. And the error callback. So handle error gracefully during component lifecycle. So this just is a cycle. So it just go back where it was. So from constructor to error callback, again back to constructor and error callback. Next is the latest features and updates. So the latest features and updates is that they have better integration. So new APIs have been enhanced to facilitate smoother integration with other systems. Next is improved state management. So advanced data bindings allow for more efficient state management across components and faster load times. So performance optimizations have led to significantly faster load times for applications. And now for the best practices and tips. So first, you want to modularize your code. So break down the code into reusable modules to promote efficiency and maintainability. Also use @wire for data fetching, limit the DOM manipulations, and implement error handling. So now in comparison with other frameworks, so Salesforce LWC, as I explained a while ago, this is all of the features versus React. So React is widely adopted with extensive community support, strong ecosystem with numerous third-party libraries, facilitates building dynamic user interfaces, uses a virtual DOM for optimized performance. This is all of the uh, advantages of using Salesforce LWC versus React. And the common mistakes to avoid to is overusing the rendered callback, ignoring the disconnected callback, misunderstanding the lifecycle hook order, and avoiding proper error handling. So make sure to uh, avoid all of these mistakes. And for the real world applications, you will see this custom dashboards for sales analytics, interactive customer service portals, and scalable e commerce platforms. And for the resources and support, simply go to the Salesforce website. If you're still quite confused with something, they have all of this Salesforce documentation, online tutorial and courses, community forums and developer blogs, and Salesforce developer events and webinars. So that's basically all it is for the Salesforce LWC. So if you find this video helpful, please hit like and subscribe. Thanks.